Hey, what's going on, guys? It is your good friend Matt, and finally we are back again here today at the only place that we always can be. And as you already know, that is Matt's Wrestling Collectibles right here on YouTube. Today, guys, we are back yet again, another episode of New Figure Pickups, episode 67. It's been like 2 weeks since we've done one of these. It's crazy. Usually I try to give one of these every week. Sometimes it just doesn't work out, but we've gone a couple of weeks without an episode of New Figure Pickups. We've gone a couple of weeks without really an episode of anything at this point. Of course, give you guys those short clips every day. I always try to post something, a new figure, something of the sort. And as you can even see here in this video, we've got a little bit of a different change in the scenery. We're actually going to switch this up a little bit in the next video, but just move some stuff. This is where it's at right now, but we are going to switch it around a little bit, change up these figures, give a little bit of a different background here. So that will be, again, in the near future. But today, it is New Figure Pickups, episode 67. So glad to be back here and doing another video. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. Kind of just, the heat, work, everything else. I don't know where you guys are residing at, where you're watching this from, but we recently just had a day here. It was like 104, 105 degrees, and I know that's nothing for the people down south. I know it's nothing for the people on the West Coast, but over here, it is, it's crazy. 105 degrees, and it was nuts. It was just absolutely brutal for a couple of days, and on top of it, paving the roads, doing what we always do. It's it's not a good combination. It's just heat on top of heat, and it's not Sunday night heat, so nothing to enjoy by any means. But here we are today. Let's get into it. Episode 67, New Figure Pickups. We're starting off with AEW, and it is the Target exclusive. As you can see up there, top corner, Target exclusive. It is the pay-per-view limited edition, and it is none other than the AEW Unmatched, or I don't even know if you want to still call this the Unmatched series. I guess you could. It's kind of in that same packaging, so I would, of course, believe it to be, but it is the Target exclusive pay-per-view series, AEW Revolution. None other than the Stinger. It is his retirement match. It is his retirement tour, I guess you could say, as well. But what a figure to put into the collection to encapsulate the Stinger and his final run, the retirement, which, again, I always say never. You never know what could happen in professional wrestling. But the Stinger, his last match, his final run, and, some people say what they say. It could have been better, could have been this, he should have been this, he should have been that. Listen, you know what? At this stage in the game, the longevity that Sting has produced in the professional wrestling industry is beyond, I think, what almost anyone could ever even wish for in this career. It beats the hell out of you, and it certainly isn't for the weak by any means. Between, being away for so many days a year, being just having to be in a new place every day or every other day, it really is just taxing on the mental, the physical. And of course, I'm not living that life. I am just speaking what I would think from my view, from my opinion. But Sting with an amazing amount of longevity in this business, and this figure here is awesome. We may even have to unbox and review this, or maybe we'll have to show it off, hop on the laptop in the next video and show off some images. But he does have some extras that do come with the figure. It's a little tough to see them in the back there. It's just the lighting. You probably have to get a flashlight on that to really see it, or put it under a light to really see that stuff that's behind him. However, he also does come with a baseball bat that does say the Icon Sting, AEW Revolution, March 3rd, 2024. And that's a very cool piece there as well. Really love this figure. Hopefully we get more Sting AEW figures. And who knows, maybe we'll even get figures of Sting from other companies and other brands. And maybe even more someday from WWE and Mattel. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But like I say never. Up next, we've got none other than the Storm herself. It is Jade Cargill, first time in the line. WWE, Mattel, we do have one of her AEW figures. I believe she had 2 or 3 AEW figures. I have her single Unmatched series figure, which I really do like, and I'm so happy that they're not the same attire or very similar. This is very, different. It's a much different figure than the first, and I'm happy to be able to have Jade Cargill now in the AEW Jazzwares as well as the WWE Mattel. So excited to add this to the collection. And this was just a random find today. So again, these were all store finds. I don't usually go store hunting. I had the ability to do so. And, this is what we had from the other day. So I'm excited to be able to show these off, as always, to add these new figures to the collection. And Jade Cargill being one of the future stars, the future champions of WWE. Of course, she's already held tag gold. She is definitely a star by all means, but I cannot wait to see the day that she does capture that WWE Women's Championship or Women's World Championship. So very excited to add this to the collection. Jade Cargill, first time in the line, Elite 116. And also, too, just to show off on the back here, guys, this set, they did have the AJ, they did have the Kevin Owens, they did have the Randy Orton, they did not have the Lexus King, and they did not have Flying Brian Pillman, because I'll tell you what, if they had those Lexus King and Flying Brian Pillman figures, I would have been all over them as well. The AJ, I'm a little iffy on. The Kevin Owens, I collect Kevin Owens figures, so it's crazy that I left it, but I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do just yet here. Depending on what goes on, maybe if I can find online some deal, or maybe if somebody's selling the set, it might change my opinion. Maybe I'll grab the whole set from ringside. I don't even know. I wanted to grab this Jade Cargill just in case, because I didn't want to give it up, you know what I mean? I didn't want to give up the opportunity to purchase it now just in case it went, sold out or something down the road. You never know. So I always say it's always a tough game between playing the you should buy it right now and the, maybe you should hold off and wait a little while. But we did grab her first time in the line. Again, like I said, adding this to the collection. And as long as it does stay around, as long as she does stick around in the collection, we might have to do a small unboxing and review just to check out the gear. Not a whole lot with it. The jacket being a nice little extra piece. Obviously comes with some extra hands, but we might have to check that out down the road. Who knows? Up next, we have none other than the SummerSlam Build-A-Figure set, William Regal. And it is Shawn Michaels here. The packaging is disgusting on this figure. It is beat absolutely to hell, and the whole set was there. It was beat to hell. I grabbed this because of the head scans. I think I might want to do 2 versions of the William Regal, so I'm debating on, maybe purchasing this whole set again, building the William Regal, having that other head scan, and I also have other figures that I could do something with and, put them on those. So we'll see what goes on there. We'll see what the change will be as this week plays out. Will we wind up keeping this whole thing? Will we sell pieces off? It's completely up for debate at this point, I guess. We're trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out at this point. I was going to purchase the whole set, but then I was, again, the boxes are beat to crap. Can probably just grab them on ringside, and it'll be much cheaper that way. So going to play the game here and purchase them on ringside, see how they come in from that. And we may keep this packaging here, as I do like to package the Build-A-Figure in one of the figure packages. So we might keep that. We might get rid of the Shawn Michaels. Who knows? We'll see what goes on here. But we do have the William Regal, both head scans there, so that's very nice. And again, we'll see what happens for this Shawn Michaels coming out of this Elite SummerSlam series. And this is also a Target exclusive. Up next, we're going back to Target exclusives. It is none other than the Hulk Hogan Royal Rumble Build-A-Figure Great Khali set. And this one, being the figure that comes with the head, I said, you know what, let me get it. It blocks out so much of the figure with that Hulkamania will live forever. I think we're probably going to as well get rid of some pieces here, because I have just about everything that this Hogan is already with. So I don't know if there's really a reason to keep it, but hey, we'll see as we go here. Maybe we'll put the Khali in that package and figure it out, because we already know we are getting another Elite Khali coming down the road in his signature black attire. So very cool. We'll have to check that out when it does release, and hopefully get that on the channel right when it does, because I really do want to get that Khali figure, as well as building this one. Even though it is a little bit on the shorter side of the scale, I still would like to have the figure, so who knows? We'll see how that plays out. But Hogan here, coming with all the stuff that we've already gotten a million times. I just like that flag that we got there, that banner that was, of course, from the Royal Rumble. Somebody had that out in the crowd, and now it is, immortalized with the immortal one himself, Hulk Hogan, in a wrestling figure form. How cool is that? I'm sure the person who was there, if they are still into wrestling, if there are, still around in this industry some way or shape or form, maybe they would, maybe they'd send them a couple of those for free, right? WWE, reach out to them, right? You got to figure out who was it. Send them a couple of these for free. They deserve it. But Hulkamania will live forever, of course. I think that he certainly will. I think that we will get a lot more of these figures over the next year or so. We get so many Hulk Hogans, and that's why this one will probably wind up maybe parts of it on the MERCARI, parts of it not. But that Kali definitely going in the package for sure. So we might have to keep the box on this Hogan and just not the figure. I don't know what's going on here, guys. I'm getting like bleh in this video. Something is happening here. It's like, I don't know, maybe it's just the Hulkamaniacs are not running wild like they should be, right? So let's see if we can get this to stand up without falling over. We got DDP finally out of the Monday Night Wars. This is a Walmart exclusive, and it finally completes the Gorilla Monsoon figure, which we do have what is the original release of this figure. I do have his Elite, but we have him right here, almost fully built. We just needed this DDP. So this DDP finally completes the Gorilla Monsoon. Can't wait to get that up on the MERCARI because, of course, like I said, we already have the original, so don't really have any reason to keep this one. So that will be up there soon. Once we get the Golga figure complete again, because we are going to have to get that Chase Booker T. Once we get that Chase Booker T, we'll also have a Golga Build-A-Figure up on the MERCARI as well. So, very excited for this, though. DDP here in the set, looking good. Can't wait to unbox this. Maybe review it. I don't know. We'll have to check it out. We'll have to see. I don't think it's the Chase. We'll have to double check on that as well. Make sure that it is not the Chase, but I don't think it is. Again, the Gorilla Monsoon figure here, we're going to have them all built and up on the MERCARI. I'm so excited for that. And excited to add this to yet again another completed series of the Monday Night Wars, because we already have the Brett, the Ken Shamrock, and the Ringmaster Stone Cold Stunning Steve Austin. Who knows what he is in this day and age? Is it Stone Cold? Is it Stunning Steve? Is it the Ringmaster? It is so many different versions that we need of Stone Cold, right? Well, we're getting them all. We're getting them all here with these Monday Night Wars. That is for sure. We've had a lot of great Stone Colds come out of this Monday Night Wars line already. Can't wait to see some more. And also, some more Build-A-Figures, but this DDP definitely needed to be in the set. And I don't know what it is, guys. These figures, man, these boxes are just beat to crap. I don't know what it is. It's just everywhere you go. It's Walmart, it's Target. These exclusives, they just always are beat to absolute crap. But either way, before I get going too much, before we're rambling on here, we do have this figure finally getting completed here. The DDP completing that set in this Monday Night Wars line. So many Monday Night Wars figures to still collect, whether it's the Elites or the Ultimate Editions. Can't wait to get those. Can't wait for our next figure pickups video. As you can hear, we got the dogs outside. They're barking. We got some Braun Breaker fans apparently outside because the dogs are barking in the neighborhood. But guys, it is going to wrap up episode 67, new figure pickups. As always, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're checking out all the videos. Make sure you're checking out the MERCARI, the Facebook page, all that great stuff. And until the next figure pickups video, until the next video in general, it has been a pleasure doing this as always. And until that next one, guys, make sure you stay safe and stay tuned. And I'll see you all there.